So hello guys, how are you doing? This is going to be another profit making episode. This is going to be the best one yet, and this was all the trades that I did during the last week, mainly in the last weekend. So this is a little bit late, but you get the point. And a lot of people have been saying the market's been dead, and maybe it died a little bit more, if you can say that, with the release of this week's team of the week. But well, after you watch this, then you tell me. So first of all, let's begin here. Okay. Here we have Altidore, and as you can see, I only took a screenshot of the player part, and the background will always be the same. So just keep that in mind, and I'll try to go quickly because there were a lot of trades. So as you can see, there are quite a few Altidores here. It's a quite nice player to trade if you're under 10k or so. You can make some nice little profit. Then we have Benitez. You can see here. Sold one for 3,900 and one I sold for 14,750. So that shows the difference in price throughout the week that a player goes for. Then we have the newly transferred Falcão, the Atlético de Madrid version. He's a very nice player. Actually, I had him in my squad. Got one from my squad, and he's very nice. You should try him out. I definitely recommend him. So you can see there's quite a lot of him that I picked up because you know that I love the transfer player. They're always very nice to trade. And we have Fernandinho. I have one for 10,000, sold 15, and another one for 800, and yeah, sold for 30, I don't know. Then we have Giovanni, a CDM one, bought for 50, sold for 57, very nice. Then we have Hilton, sold and bought for 750, and sold for 3,500. So this is the kind of player I recommend if you don't have too many coins. Just look for these cheap informs. You can get your money very easily on them. Then we have Ilsinho. He transferred to Internacional. Somebody didn't know his price there, so very nice profit there. Then we have Jose Enrique. You can see I picked up a lot of him. I think a lot of people underestimated his price just because he's only 80 inform, but he definitely was going for a lot more than people thought. So I was able to pick up some very nice deals. A few of these were by open bids, and a few were buy nows. As you can see, this 5,000 one. So you can see. So we have a few more of him. Definitely one of the players that I traded most throughout this week. Then we have Jobson. We have a few Jobson here. People that didn't know what his price was, and I actually have some probably bad news about him. He was playing for Bahia, and he was having some disciplinary problems. He was arriving late for practice. He was bringing girls to the hotel, so they let him go. And since he's already played his 7 games for Bahia in the first division, he can't sign with any other team from the first division, so he'll probably end up signing with a team from the second division, which means he probably won't be in the game FIFA 12. So that's kind of bad. But they have Lombards here, nice little player to trade. And I have Long, the transferred version to West Brom. Picked up quite a few of him, some pretty cheap ones, as you can see. And we have Manuel, pick up one for 12, sold for 16, and then we have Marlos, one for 17, sold 23, and another one for 1,400. Very nice buy. Then we have Mata. I told you guys he would be good, and you can see there will be a lot of him over here, and he's just like the double threat because he's a transfer player that you know is good, and also he came out as a left wing, so you know the deal with converting him to left mid, as I've talked before quite a bunch of times. And I actually did a little bit of trading with him on my second account, so if you want, I'll show you that on next episode or something. Yeah, so you can see there's quite a bunch of him still. I think he was the player that I traded most, definitely. So okay, then we have Marcio Azevedo, one for 800 coins, very cheap, and sold for 19. That's just basically profit there. Another one for 13, sold for 18. Then we have Nasri, the transferred version for Man City. Nice little couple pickups there. 3 ones. Say this one was probably right when he came out because you can see how much more expensive he was. Then we have David Silva. Pick up some really great deals on David Silva. This one was actually a buy now, but there was one which was open bid. So it sold for 225, and now the buy of the episode, which was this David Silva for 26,000. This was during happy hour. I was actually at class and I remembered it was happy hour, so I went to the 59 minutes on just David Silva, and every 5 minutes or so I would refresh the page, and there he was. And so this and this one for 111,000, I actually picked up an open bid. I think nobody saw him. I don't know what happened, but there he was. Then we have a few wallets ones here. This one for 5,000. Oh, sorry. Okay, 5,000 sold for 8,900, and then another one for 400. Very nice. So 9,500, and one for 5,000, and sold for 9,500. Then we have Welbeck, the same as Jose Enrique. I think a lot of people underestimated his price, so I bought some very cheap ones and was able to sell him for quite a lot. So as you can see, one for 20 there. There was one for 5,000. See, there will be one even cheaper, I believe. See, this one for 2,100. That's just crazy. And you sell him for 56,000. So that's 50k profit on a 56k player. So allow for the total statistics. Total spent was around 950k. Total sold was around 2.5 million. And then taking away the tax, you get a total profit of about 1.4 million, which is just crazy for just 1 week of trading. Very nice, and a profit percentage of around 150%. So if you want some more details on these numbers, I will leave a link to a Google Docs thingy on the description. You can check that out. And yeah, this will be it for today. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you next time, and bye bye.